Since the first public demonstration of radio by Nikola Tesla in 1893, no one ever thought of putting the 2 hours of music together until we created reggae2reggae.com.
Oh my these words have been spoken by my master. They will come to pass. With all this injustice, this world could never last. Oh, somehow I know things have got to change.
Hi, welcome to reggae2reggae.com and Celebrate Life. Today is Friday and it's the beginning of our wonderful weekend. And so we're going to be looking at a little more of the King's Proposal. But let me tell you what we're going to be looking at today. You are worth so much to me. Your mind will rest in perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion, and nothing will be able to pry you from my arms, because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. So let's listen to the King's Proposal, and then we'll go into breaking down how we can embrace and engage in this segment of the proposal. So come back.
Long before I laid the foundations of the earth, before I stretched out the canopy of heaven, I was thinking of you, and I chose you to be the object of my love. Before you ever knew me, I knew you and I loved you from the first moment of your life. My love for you has existed before time itself, and it will continue when time is no more. You are worth so much to me, and all the universe which I created. You are my most treasured possession. There is none like you. I left my throne in heaven just to have you. Though I was king, I was not willing to remain as king if that meant not having you by my side. Oh, my beloved, I gave up everything to have you. I cast aside my crown and removed my robe of royalty. I became nothing more than a servant among men. because you could not come to me, I came to you. I left heaven behind and came to earth just so I could be near you. Though I was rich, I became poor. Though I was strong, I became weak like mortal man. And I did this for you. The cost I paid was great, but I have no regrets. You are worth everything I gave. You are my darling. You are my pearl of great price. One glance from you, and I am ravished by the power of love. Don't think I came to redeem you because I pity you. No. I have done what I have done because I so greatly desire you. I did not pay the ultimate price because you are worthless. I gave it all because you are priceless. And now, I offer you a king's proposal. These are the things I will give to you, if only you will agree to become my eternal bride. I promise to take from you the heavy burdens of life and clothe you with garments of praise. Once you become mine, I will never cast you out or abandon you. You will be an orphan no more. I will never leave you or forsake you. You will have a home with me forever. And I will heal your broken heart, and my anointing will break every yoke that binds you. Instead of ashes, you will wear a beautiful garment of my grace, and I will anoint your head with the oil of health and joy. I have so many plans for you, beloved, and all of them are good. I know that sin robbed you of your beauty, but my love will restore you completely. Yes, the old things will disappear, and I will make all things new for you. You will become as lovely as the moon in a procession of stars, a reflection of my love. All of your life I have been drawing you to me with cords of love. I spoke tenderly to you, calling you to come to me. Now I want to sing over you my songs of deliverance. Once you come to know how deep my love for you truly is, you will live with confidence. My love for you is perfect, and perfect love will cast out all of your fear. If you should ever lose faith in me, I will never lose faith in you. When you fail, I will be there to help you. When you fall, I will carry you. The smallest sparrow looks to me for help. Will I care for you as well? You're worth so much more to me. Your mind will rest in perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion, and nothing will be able to pry you from my arms, because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. You will nestle safely beneath my wings. Those who try to harm you will answer to me, and no plan that they form against you will succeed, because I will give you the keys of my kingdom. You yourself will have the authority of my name to open and close every door before you, from east to the west, from the north to the south. Everything will be given into your hand. You can ask me anything, anything at all, and I will give it to you if it serves my ultimate will. Yes. Go ahead and ask me, and I will even give you the nations as your inheritance. And you will rule over the powers of darkness, trampling them beneath your feet. Those who bless you, I will bless. But those who come against you shall surely fall. And I will write upon you a new name for all to see. You will be called the City of God, the New Jerusalem. Kings will come from the ends of the earth just to see your beauty. And they will bring their wealth to you from the far reaches of the earth. And there you will be, sitting upon my throne, and wearing the crown of my everlasting favor for all the world to see. Beloved, I have prepared a place for you in my Father's house. I want you to be where I am. We will walk together in the cool of the day, strolling arm in arm in the garden of God, in paradise restored. And you will eat from the tree of life that is there. Can you trust the promises I make to you? My love, I'm not a man that I should lie. I will watch over my word to perform it on your behalf. I will never change. I will always be the same. Yesterday, today, and forever. Oh, most beautiful one, my love, my dove, my beloved. If you will accept your king's proposal, all these great and precious promises will be yours. My bond is my word, and my covenant is sealed with my own blood, which was given to purchase you. I will love, honor, and cherish you all the days of your life. And I will be with you always, even to the end of the world. This is my proposal. What will you answer?
Oh my, these words have been spoken by my master.
On reggae2reggae.com, we encourage our listeners with an inclusive, intelligent, and innovative alternative media experience.
Are you struggling with some kind of health condition? Is it arthritis, high blood pressure, Crohn's disease, constipation, AIDS, cancer? Whatever it is, we can show you how to get your natural defenses up so that your bodies will deal with your condition. Join us as our studio audience on reggae2reggae.com when we will teach you how to celebrate every moment of your life. Call us at 336-7350 for information. Limited time.
Oh my. These words have been spoken by my master.
Hi, welcome back. And you have just watched the most fantastic proposal ever made down through the ages and in the whole world, right? And today we're looking at this little segment and we are going to be analyzing it. Why? So that we can see how we can engage it, so we can be a part of it, so we can benefit from it. And so I want us to do that from the point of view of the King's proposal and the rules of Celebrate Life. So, 1, know where you're going. 2, know your driver. 3, pay as you enter. And 4, enjoy the ride. And as usual, you can only enjoy the ride if you have done steps 1, 2, and 3. So let's start with know where you're going, right? So in looking at this segment of the proposal, we need to know where are we going. So let's hear this little part again. It says, you are worth so much more to me. More than what? The sparrow. Yesterday we were talking about that. The fact that we are worth so much, even a little sparrow looks to him for help. What? About us? If he can help a little sparrow, he can help us because we are his masterpiece, right? So, you are worth so much more to me. Your mind will rest in perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion. And nothing will be able to pry you from my arms. Whoa! Because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. And whenever I'm analyzing something, I pick out the pivotal words so that I can decide how am I going to proceed. What are these words saying to me? So let me start again. You're worth so much more. So much more. Worth so much more. Superlatives, right? Next, mind, rest, perfect peace. So, mind, rest, perfect peace. Then, free from doubt and confusion. We live our lives with so many doubts and so much confusion because there are so many things pulling on us and grabbing for our attention. But the promise is free at last from doubt and confusion. Nothing will be able to pry you out of my arms. Boy, because I will hide you in the shelter. So here I have free at last. And then I have the security of knowing nothing, not height, nor depth, not principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things past, nor things future. Nothing will be able to pry us out of his arms. That is the ultimate security. Then he says he will hide you in the shelter of his love. So hide and shelter. So we're going to be looking at these as we go through, right? So we are looking at know where you're going first. Where am I going? I'm going down the road to peace, rest, and security, which is the title of our program today. Peace, rest, and security. You can't want anything else, because if you have peace, you have rest and security, then nothing can ruffle you. What's going on here is just going on here. It is not going to affect you, because ultimately it is what we believe will affect us that will actually affect us. And so, you like my earrings? Yeah. It's my new line of paperclip earrings. They're made from paper clips, and you just get your favorite beads or whatever, and just string them on a paper clip, put something to just bend the end to stop it, and then on the other side you just put a earring back on it, and you want clear. I have all sorts of different. I have some long with several pearls hanging, and then I have some that I just shape the paper clip into whatever shape I want, and then just put the beads on it. So try it, right? It's all about the creative mind that I have been given by my Creator. You've got to use it. If you don't use it, you shall lose it. Moving right ahead. And whatever you get dropped into your creative spirit, you need to share with others. So I'm not going to just keep this a secret. These are my papers, like earrings. Wonderful. So we are going down the road to peace, rest, and security. That's where we're going. 2, know your driver. Who is this driver? This is what the driver has the capability to do. 1, he will give me the rest and perfect peace that my mind needs. That's where it really starts. And he has promised me that. He has promised to free me from doubt and confusion. Now, we all know that doubt and confusion is a part of the enemy, the one who comes to kill, steal, and destroy. His major modus operandi is doubt and confusion. The issue of divide and conquer is confusion. The issue of your mindset and, is this going to happen? Maybe, what if? All of those are doubt leading to unbelief. And those are the only 2 conditions in which the miracle, supernatural power of my Creator will not work. Right? Remember that his ultimate son, his first son, call him his firstborn, says, I could not do any great miracles because of the doubt and the unbelief. But we have to always parallel that with the issue that he says he can't do anything unless he sees his father do it or hears his father do it. So one has to do with the positive action of following what the father says, and the other has to do with the recipient. If the recipient is not receptive, then they are no longer a recipient. You understand? So it's important for us to understand that there are 2 contributory factors to a miracle happening, or to the intervention of the supernatural, whichever way you want to put it. 1 is that you don't need to operate on your own impetus. You must just watch what the Father is doing, do it. Listen to what the Father is saying, say it. See it here? It's all there written down for us. And then on the other end, there needs to be faith. There needs to be, or should I say, a lack of doubt. Because sometimes, you see, the faith is automatic, We have faith whenever we don't have doubt, right? And so we need to understand that it's not a matter of not having enough faith, because we did a whole program on that. The fact that every single person alive has a portion of faith that has been given to them to carry out the responsibilities that they have been mandated and created to carry out. So the issue of faith is not, I don't have enough faith. That is just not so. It's there. What you do have is a measure of doubt and uncertainty that comes in to either nullify or decrease the effectiveness of your faith. It does not decrease your faith, because your faith has been given to you by your Creator. Specific amount, all the faith that you need to carry out what He has mandated for you in this Jeremiah 29:11 plan. Made you with it to do specific works, and then gave you the wherewithal to do those works. So the faith is the channel or the ladder or the connection to doing those things, moving from this group or set of activities that you need to do to the actual completion of it. Because what the faith does is that it takes you into the resources and capabilities of your Creator and makes those active and be able to act on your behalf. So it's not something from in here taken. What is in here is the faith that has already been put in there. It cannot diminish and it cannot increase. Let me just make sure I have this theologically correct. Correct. It's not an issue of increasing. It's not the amount that is going to increase. It is the use of it or the utilization of it that is going to increase. So sometimes we use certain terminologies in describing our experience, and we need to make sure we have it correct and it does not, it does not support the lies that we are told by the thief. Okay, so that's the issue of faith. So we are here going along the road of rest, peace, rest and security. And we know the person who is guiding us along. He says that He will put our minds at rest and perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion. And we need to know who is the author of confusion. So it's time to take a break. When we come back, we will look at how we become confused and doubt. So come
Oh my. These words have been spoken by my master. They will come to pass. With all this injustice, this world could never last. Oh, somehow I know things are going to
Burn down Romana, make it burn them comana, make it burn bumpy go omana, make it burn, bun. Africa we come from and
Reggae to
here
reggae.
we
Big
build.
up on yourself, saying, I love.
I would say.
These words have been spoken by my master. They will come to pass.
guess what? We are looking at the King's proposal, and we're looking at this segment that says there's so much more to do. Your mind will rest in perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion, and nothing will be able to pry you from my arms, because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. All right, so we're considering the topic peace, rest, and security, and we looked at that where we're going as know where you're going, knowing your driver. He's the one who's providing all of this, and we need to now look at pay as you enter. What is my responsibility? What is your responsibility in accessing and utilizing all of what is being provided? So, we were talking about doubt and confusion in the last segment. And that is something that I wanted to say attacks. And I'm going to say attacks. Because although it is not something that comes in that is boom, it is an attack on us when doubt and confusion comes. Because doubt leads to confusion. Because if I have been given a word from the operations manual, the one who has made the thing, right? The creator that says, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I'm looking at something that I do not physically have the capability to do. The physical strength or the financial strength or the whatever kind of strength. That's where the attack comes. Because what happens is I am looking at my capabilities, and then I am looking at what I am required to do. And clearly, they do not match up. So I am going to now think I can't manage this. However, the issue is one of transferring the confidence from your own capabilities to the capabilities of the person who, one, made you, two, gave you the task, and three, made the task. Oops. So sometimes I don't see where the disconnect is. But when I'm doing a show like this, I don't see where the disconnect is. But when I'm faced with a situation, I see where the disconnect is. Because guess what? I respond the same way. I am to do that. And then once I get to the place where I realize that I do not have the capabilities to do it, then I back off and I say, I cannot manage that in my own strength. So let me call on the one who has the ability to do it. And then you just segue back into calling on the one who made the task, put the things together, allowed them to happen. Sometimes there is stuff that the other party really instigate, but it can't happen unless he allows it. So here we have a situation where we are allowed to do this. Not accustomed to this here in the face, and sometimes I just want to get rid of it, right? But one of these days it's going to go back to the place where I had my locks, and then I'll be able to do whatever I want with it. Right now, things not the way I totally want it to be. Let's just put it that way. All right, so we're talking about doubt and confusion. The issue is one of where are we going to put our confidence? Where are we going to put our confidence? And it has to be in the words of the operations manual. That is something that we have continuously with us. It is something that we have to check with, to consult with, to refer to engage. in our process of going along this journey. So this is we're talking about came as you entered, because this is our part. It's really a mind game, because once you get it into your mind, into your thoughts, into your vision, and then it comes out through your mouth, then you have made a connection. And it is easy to walk it out, because you shall have what you say. And so if you can get into the habit of saying what you want instead of saying what you don't want, because every time you say what you don't want, you give what you don't want creative power. Remember the mouth. It is the creative power of the words, and also the fact that the mouth is like the rudder of a ship, or the bit that you put in the horse's mouth, because it turns the whole animal. Can you imagine the size of a rudder? On a big ship like that. The rudder is on a big ship. It's probably about 10 feet. Yep. On a little boat. My father used to have boats. And we could see the rudder on the engine. And in order to turn our little boat, when we had an outdoor engine, we used to have 2 of them, the rudder would be about that size, maybe 10 inches. And then when we went into the boats that had engines inside, the rudder would be about 12 inches. They're not much more. But compared to the size of the boat, it's just the same size as a mouth as compared to a whole body. But that is what determines the direction. That is what determines the direction of the whole body. So, understand what causes doubt and confusion. Doubt causes confusion, but what causes doubt? You see, you can have a thought that is not consistent with this. We all do. All right? It's the genesis and start of success or failure. Now, what you decide to feel with the words of your mouth is what will actualize. I didn't say so. Choose life. Life and death are your choice. And it is in the power of the tongue. They that love life will eat the fruit of life. They that love death and speak death will eat the fruit of death. Very clear. So, the doubt issue is one of engaging the connecting point until it's called calling those things that are not as if they were. My time gone. Back in the next segment to really experience exactly how we do this thing. So
Oh my.
join me for Celebrate Life, where we will be looking at all the issues that you could possibly have and how you can transform them into a celebratory occasion. Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. See you there.
Since the first public demonstration of radio by Nikola Tesla in 1893, no one ever thought of putting the 2 hours of music together until we created reggae2reggae.com.
Oh my. Ooh,
in this last segment where we're looking at doubt and confusion as it regards the King's proposal here on Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. And you know, we are looking at how to successfully proceed down the road to peace, rest, and security on our journey of life and how to enjoy it. And so I want to just quote the one little phrase that really allows us to enjoy it, and that is, because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. This is how to deal with doubt and confusion. This is how to get free at last from doubt and confusion. Nothing will be able to pry us from his arms. That is security, because he will hide us in the shelter of his love. So the two issues are hide, and the other thing is shelter, because he has said he will hide us in the shelter of his love. But guess what? If you remain outside of his love, then there is no hiding and there is no sheltering. How do you come under the shelter of his love? There are three manifestations of the one thing. It says, Shema, hear, O Israel. That's the Shema or the Shema, okay? Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one. And you shall love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, mind, and strength. And that's it. That's how you become hidden in the shelter of his love. What? By embracing and accepting his love. How do you accept his love? 1, by loving him. 2, by loving yourself. And 3, by loving others. How do you do that? 1, he says, if you love me, you will obey my commandments. So if you love him, you obey his commandments. And it's not an issue of feeling like, wanting to. It's just a matter of speaking it and doing it, regardless of how you feel. Love is manifest in actions, in words and in actions, not in feeling and emotion. The thing that you feel that you never felt before, that we call love, ain't love. It is just the eros, the emotions that go along with a little extra for the actions that you do that are loving. So those emotions are wonderful. They're the icing on the cake, if you like icing. But guess what? How are you going to put icing on the cake if you don't have no cake? And the cake is the actions. The words and the actions are what are mixed together to give you the cake. So let's look at that again. You shall love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, mind, and strength. So it's an issue of loving the Lord. If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. My commandments are not grievous. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. All of this is given to us so that we understand that this is not an impossible or even difficult thing. It's a decision. That's what love is. A decision of the mind that I will speak these words and I will do these actions. And it is as easy as change once you make the decision and the commitment. That is why I cannot, for my life, understand how you can be in love with somebody, want to marry them, and then have wonderful children with them, and one day you wake up and say, the man changed or the lady changed. She is no longer attractive to me. And so let's forget this commitment that I made to love. And I want a divorce. Or I need some other extracurricular activities over there. It is a decision of your mind. It is not an issue of how you feel. But that we have covered in a lot of detail, pardon me, in our other programs. But we need to understand that all of life is integrated. What happens here affects over here, right? There's no way you can have a separation or a divorce that does not affect the children negatively, makes them dysfunctional, and makes every other relationship you have dysfunctional as well. Moving right along. So, we're looking at doubt and confusion and how it relates to being hidden in the shelter. Being hidden in the shelter is where we are when we decide that we are going to love Him. One, by obeying His commandments. Two, by loving ourselves. Now, ain't no way you can move on to the third one, which is loving others, if you do not love yourself. And loving yourself again has to do with obeying His commandments. It don't have to do with feeling good about yourself. It has to do with being obedient to what He says, that we have to love ourselves, because we are to love others as we love ourselves. And if we don't love ourselves, how are we going to love others? So, it's so very, very important to understand the steps. And once we do the words and do the actions, the feelings that may or may not have been there are going to be augmented, increased, and give you the buzz that you need to enjoy the ride, you know. So enjoying the ride again, or having those continuous emotions, are a result of the actions that you do before, because we have all known it. We come into a situation where we are down and we just decide to count our blessings, boy. And then we just start to feel better. It's, it's a physical thing. When you do that, things like laughter, things like orgasm, things like positive affirmations, things like just thinking about beautiful thoughts, things like deep breathing, a massage, meditation, all of these release the endorphins, what we call the feel-good hormones in the body. And then these are your neurotransmitters. They carry information to the rest of your organs. And then it tells the organs, you're okay, man, all is well, move into the healing mode. As against the other toxic emotions that move you into the destructive modes. We don't call it the stress responses that start pushing out all the cortisol and all the other hormones. Not bad hormones, but hormones that are being put out in the wrong proportion. Too much coming out. And as a result, they now become poisons and start poisoning the rest of the systems. Apart from poisoning the systems, they arrest the immune system so it cannot do its regular maintenance work of killing out the pathogens in the system. So you need to understand the connect between the two. So if you want to hide in the shelter, then you have to love Him, love yourself, and then loving others will be automatic. Anyone who hates somebody else hates themselves. I think I'm going to end on that one. And I am not here to tell you that what I'm saying is gospel truth. Look for it in here. This is the operation manual. And if you hate anybody else, whether it is a criminal or it is not a criminal, family member or criminal, usually in the same category. But if you hate any of them, you hate yourself. So free yourself from the doubt and the confusion by hiding in the shelter of His love. And that's how we're going to end today's program. Love Him with everything. Love yourself. And just spread your love to everything, everybody around you. That's how you enjoy the ride. See you tomorrow when we talk some more. And tomorrow is Shabbat. All right. So we're going to have a fabulous Shabbat Shalom program. And I look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, and being with you tomorrow on Celebrate Live on reggae2reggae.com. Bye.
Oh my.
On reggae2reggae.com, we encourage our listeners with an inclusive, intelligent, and innovative alternative media experience.